Hi friends! And look what I have for you today. It's a lot different than what I normally do, right? These different kind of dolls. I don't normally do dolls, so that's why I decided, why don't we try doing some surprise toy dolls? I'm kind of fascinated by that. So we have here some Bubiloons, and these are a lot of things I've seen them in the stores, but I've been interested, but I've never actually bought, like the Na 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 Surprise. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but this is series 3. This one I thought was super cool. It's a Bright Fairy Friends. You get a fairy doll in a light up fairy home, which I'm like, heck yeah. Oh, what is it? Is it doing stuff now? Whoa, we haven't even gotten started and it's already magical. Holy cow. And then last but not least, we have some Hairdorables, Hairdudeables, and a BFF. I don't even know what this is about, but I'm excited to try that too. So, join me on this adventure, won't you? With me, as always, for the difficult unboxings, Nate the Great, my box cutter. Okay, now this is like, I have to do this one first, because it is literally calling to me. What the heck is happening here? Okay, so this is Bright Fairy Friends, Series 5. The wings magically glow. Something's happening in there. I'm excited to open this. Let's see what we have in here. Okay. So it includes, how do we open this? Can we just is it like a Hairdorables thing? You knock and then rip the door open? Here we go. Oh, okay. Who's this? Hi. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Hi, friend. Let's take you out. Wow, okay. Love your look. Love that. I love that kind of like asymmetrical skirt thing you've got going on. Ooh, okay, and that's how your wings light up. You've got this going on here. Very cool. Now, that's upsetting if I have to hold this down the entire time I play with you. To make it look like you're flying. And here is, I take it this is your stand. Let's stand you up. Okay. And here's our collector's guide thing. So we have here, this lovely lady is, I guess she's, where are you? Where are you, lady with the blue hair? Are you supposed to be Savannah? Because there's not really one that has like blue hair. There's like kind of like purpley hair and other purpley hair. I guess you're Savannah because you've got like the asymmetrical dress. Hi, Savannah. Okay, cute. These are all, to me, ultra rares because they don't have any designation. So we consider them all ultra rares, don't we? What else did we get? We got some stuff in here. Nate, help us out. Okay, some beautiful little robin's nest eggs. Let's put that there. Ooh, like a magical potion. It's like a little glittery potion. I don't know if you can see that moving around in there. I think it's maybe supposed to be a fairy light, right? Okay, put that there for a sec. And then your hairbrush with a beautiful flower on it. Very nice. Okay. And now how does this thing work? Okay, so I'm thinking this is like a motion sensor that can sense when you're coming close, and that's how it knows to trigger the little glowing light inside. And so she just kind of goes into her home. Okay. And that is that. It's cute and it's not super expensive, so I don't mind, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like at least the wings should stay lit without me having to hold the thing down. And this is like, listen, I do like the mystical aspect of this. I don't know, I'm a little disappointed, I'm sorry to say. I was expecting a little more out of her. I thought more would happen. I don't know if this is something that I would be like, I need all of these. Like, they're on Series 5, so they must sell well. But this one is just okay for me. Let's see what else we have. We'll see, I'll come back to that. I'll have a think about how I really feel about this. But I'm kind of like, it's just okay. Let's try this Na 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 Surprise. It's a mini, so that means there are bigger Na Na Nas out there in the world. Say hello to your favorite cozy crew as collectible minis. Series 3. All right, let's see who we got in here. We got a big bunch of glue in the back. Hooray! Okay, I think that was probably supposed to all come off together. Well, that's a shame. That was probably supposed to be something pretty, wasn't it? Okay. So here is our collector's guide looks like. I'm not seeing rares or commons, so these are all ultra rares. That's right. Okay, but which one do I like the most? I'd probably go for this one right here, this Mimi Joyful, because I feel like she's Asian like me, so kind of, you know, representation. So I'd go for that one. I also like the little kitten, so that one I would also be okay with. And that one is Katie Cat. Okay, let's see who we got. Question, cute. I love the bag. I love the little illustrations on the bags. So those are the accessories, I assume. So this will be our na surprises. Honestly, I just think of Caddyshack. Na. And I show my age. I realize when I say that. What did we get? Whoa. Holy confetti. Okay. What is with all the confetti, lady? Oh my goodness, she's like a unicorn. Okay, she's like a unicorn, and she comes with all this confetti that looks like bears and bunnies. It's cute. I will give them that. It's different cute cutout shapes. So that's kind of cute. Is that the na thing? Like, na. We got you with confetti. If you know, please comment below what the na thing means. I'm not really sure. It's cute though. I love the confetti. Very cute. I'm gonna have to throw it at little kitten later. She's gonna love that. So we ended up getting the unicorn girl, who is Whitney Sparkles. Hi, Whitney. Let's get you out of there. Oh my gosh, there's so much confetti on the floor. Okay. Cute. I like the little, and it doesn't feel like it comes off, so it's like attached to her head. But I still like it. I still like the little unicorn look. Okay. Let's see what kind of accessory she comes with. We have, oh, look at that cute little skirt and a cute little top. Okay, that's a super cute outfit. I kind of wish I had this outfit in real life. And then I'll put you down for a second, lean you there. Oh, these are cute boots. Or what do you think? I love the little crystalline look to them. So cute. Do they say left and right? They do. Bless your hearts. And I think this is like an MGA product, right? MGA. So they know we need that left of that, right? Cute. I like her. She's cute. Now, okay, I will say between these two, between her and Savannah, I would pick her. I would pick Whitney Sparkles. I'm so sorry. Even with your cool little house, I still like this one better. Moving along to the Bubiloons. This feels like, no, this has a lot of heft to it. There are 12 plus to collect, and there are 8 plus surprises in here. I'm gonna sorry, this glowing thing is really starting, now it's just starting to annoy me. So if I put her in try me mode, that will turn off after 5 seconds. And I don't have to have that glow distracting me. Okay. Anyway, to get back to the Bubiloons. This is Bubiloon oh no. Confetti party. How much confetti is gonna be here? Oh dear. Okay, let's find out. Okay, that's cute. It looks like a big cupcake. I like the start of this. I like how we're starting. What do we have in here? Oh, okay, wait, okay, hang on. Am I supposed to just yank on this? No, I don't know. Oh, because there's confetti in the lid. Okay. Oh, do I dare? Do I dare you guys to make all the confetti come out? Here we go, ready? Oh! Okay, that was actually kind of fun. That was actually kind of fun. I enjoyed that. Now it's a huge mess that I'll have to vacuum later, but... Okay, what do we have in here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are the balloons that I assume will be blowing up the Bubiloons. Put those to one side. So much confetti. Accessory stuff. This is gonna be our little friend. It's a little elephant. Cute. And she's strapped to a chair of some kind. Put you here, honey. Okay, what else we got? We got some more accessory stuff. The bucket of glitter. This is so cute. Do they all do this or just this one? There was something similar. If you're an LOL fan, I don't know if you remember if they had a similar confetti pop type thing where as you were opening the LOLs, the little capsule that they were in, you would pop the thing and the confetti would come out, and that was pretty cute too. So let's see, our character, I'm assuming this is our collector guide, excuse me. It doesn't look like there is any designation for, oh no, we do have a rare, and that is Maya. She's a rainbow colored lion, looks like, or lioness, huh? I don't know. Super cute. And the one that we have is Joy. Oh, I love that. What a great name. Now, they did not give me any instructions on how to get this party started, so bear with me while I figure all this out. We have some accessories here. Okay, this is like, I guess, fun gear for Joy's party. Do you hang this? Is this gonna be the party central? And then you hang these decorations? Oh, you do? Okay. Look at me. Learning and growing. I don't know what that's gonna be. It looks like kind of like a propeller, of course, for this little hat. Is this hat, do you wear it, my friend? It looks like it would fit on her head, right? Cute! Okay, so she's got like a little propeller hat. Okay. And she sits on her chair. And she's got the balloons. And then this, what's in here? We've got, I have no idea. I have never Bubilooned before. So I don't even know what all of this is. It looks like ice cream with some hoops. Like, is this like a ring toss? Bear with me while I try and find some instructions. Okay, so here are the instructions for what we need to do. So fancy. 1 articulated figure, 5 core accessories, 8 bubigoos, bubby-goos maybe, and 1 personalized accessory, and I assume that's her hat. Okay, so step 1, how we do this. We take a bubagoo and we attach it to a little heart-shaped thing, and then we put it in her mouth and squeeze her head 4 times. Okay. Okay, so here's like a party horn, I guess, right? Okay. So let's take a bubagoo. I was kind of like, I know I keep referencing LOLs, but we do a lot of LOLs in our house. But it's kind of like, remember the confetti surprise ones? It's kind of like that. Got it. All right. And now, my friend. Okay, ready? No, her head is really hard to squeeze. This also feels wrong. 1, oh my gosh! 2, 3, 4. Holy cow, that is so cute. If I let go, does it automatically close itself so it'll... That is so cute. How fun. I love that. Okay. And then I guess these are all different styles. These different ones. Let's see what else we can do. What else can you do here? I don't understand the point of the other ones. Like, what's this? Oh, is this always like a oh, okay. I understand now. So you're like putting this in. So you take the inflated thing, and this is like becomes like a party decoration. Cute! And then we have this, which I guess you can have a bunch of Bubiloons, right? Okay, let's try this one. didn't give me enough holes. Also, he's strapped to a party chair, but where's the party chair supposed to go? That doesn't seem right. Happy birthday to you. Okay, maybe it's your birthday. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. But if it's not, you know how the rest goes. Okay, so I decorated this one. These are very sticky, so I just decorated this one in the na confetti because why not? But this is what you end up with, is this super cute. It's supposed to spin, but it keeps getting stuck to his head because these are very sticky. But the super cute little propeller beanie hat and super cute decorations. I rank this one now in first place. The na goes second place, and the little fairy lights one goes third place. So sorry. Let's move on to the last one here, the Hairdorables. Let's move our party fun out of the way. Oh, and I did want to show you with this one, by the way, that I wanted to show you how to deflate. Okay, so how to deflate these. Hopefully this will be easy and not scary. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. And it just deflates it. Perfect. Nice and easy. So when you're done and you can blow it up again, right? You don't have to pop it. You can just kind of use this little deflator and you can play again. That's so fun. To get back to what I was talking about, the Hairdorables, this again is another one I'm not familiar with. This is, I guess they have really nice hair? 13 surprises inside, 6 dudes to collect, 15 pieces total, I guess. And you get an exclusive Sally. She's a BFF, and you get a 2-pack, so I guess you get her and you get one of the dudes, the Hairdoodle dudes. Nothing really interesting on the back there. It's just series 1 of these. So let's open it. Nate, help us out. Okay, the instructions here are to pull. Let's give it a whirl, see what happens. I only pulled off half of the thing, but I guess that's all I was meant to do. Okay. Opens up. Cute. I like this. Okay. So I may have to move all of this stuff back a little further. Okay. That gives us a little bit more space. So we have kind of this cute little, I guess it's a beach scene situation here. This is going to be supposedly our collector's guide, I would assume. Let's see. Okay, we have the girls and the dudes. None of them seem to have anything specifically rare about them. So again, these are all ultra rares. I'm not particular about which guy I want. Graphic Greg, Hang 10 Logan, Snack Attack Max, Barbecue and Max, Lock and Logan, or Gamer Greg. Okay, so you can either, basically there's 2 Gregs, 2 Logans, and 2 Maxes. You know the food Max? I love food. So I think Max is probably going to be best for me. So I'm going to hope for either Snack Attack Max or Barbecue and Max. Here we go. First, let's open up our... Oh, are we supposed to go this order? Okay, stop. It says. Open last. Okay, so we're going to get the accessories first. And so by that point, it will have given away who we have, I suppose. Okay, so this is number 1. And in here we have... this looks like the stand. Okay. He's gonna be standing, on the beach. Okay, what's that? What's in this bag? Does this have a little easy tear spot? It does not. Okay. Inside, oh. Come on. We have some cute little shoes. And the Hairdorables, like a little thing about Sally, I guess? Okay, so this is like Sally's guidebook? I don't know. Something about Sally. And a cute little pair of shoes. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. Is another stand. Oh, I guess they each, because Sally needs a stand too, right? So we have a stand for Sally and a stand for whoever we got. Okay. Oh, and this pops up too, cute. And in this one we have haha, okay. So we have some cute little kind of digital 8-bit sunglasses, I guess, or glasses. And some stickers, BFFs, pizza, lightning, and a drippy star. 3. In here we have oh, like a little clip-on piece of hair. I assume this is for the guy? I don't know, we'll have to see what his hair looks like, right? Okay. All right, and number 4. We have more glasses, another set of glasses for our friend. Okay, cool. And that's gotta be part of something else, I assume. Okay, what is happening? A beret? Is this like a clip-on beret? And then, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess we'll find out when we open up the guy. Okay, so that's our accessories, and our guy is... Should take him all the way up. Oh, stylish, dude. This is a Greg. Graphic Greg. Woo, and Graphic Greg smells like paint. Woof. Okay. So, yeah, he comes with his glasses. He's got the David Bowie eyes. I don't remember what that is called, that pigmentation. And he's got some hair that you can clip on to his other hair, I guess? I'm not getting this, the point of this. Okay, well, there you go, Greg. You smell terribly. Oh, let's get your shoes on, though. You do need shoes. Okay, so this is actually going to be Sally's beret, and this is, I guess, supposed to be like her art palette. I don't know how much paint something like this could actually hold, but there you go. I figure out how to get her out without destroying the background. Okay, so here is Sally. The beret actually belongs to her, of course, like I said. This is not a palette, this is actually a stencil, because she's Stencil Sally. So that's kind of her jam, I guess, is to go around stenciling things. And yeah, so this is Greg and Sally. There's not a lot to them, other than the fact that they have long hair, I guess, that you can brush. And they didn't even give me a brush for the hair. And Greg smells like chemicals. Like, seriously, I wish you could smell this. It just smells like fresh wet paint. I wish they could have given her an actual beret that would go onto her head versus just having a clip, because it looks cheap. And I'm not sure what's going on with his clip that is just extra hair, because he already has colored hair. These are, sorry, I gotta move. These go to the very, very bottom for me. I would not buy these again. These are kind of, honestly, they're a little disappointing to me. There's not much to them. In third place, we have our fairy in the fairy house. And then in second place, we have our Na-Na-Na mini. And then in first place, we have our Bubiloon, because this is so cute and you get so many fun little crafty things here with this. So this is what I have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me unbox these. And if you have anything that you are interested in seeing unboxed, please leave me a comment, let me know. I love unboxing things. And thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!